Just got done with pool league, had a good night. Kind of ends the week off, so trying to wind down, get a little other extra practice in. Did good last night, did good tonight. Trying to ride the wave. Go ahead and get these balls racked up here and go ahead and get started with the video. Got a little lucky bounce there. So this concept that has completely changed the way I've been looking at the game of pool really comes down to how you're playing what's on the table. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. You're just playing the table. And I thought I understood what that meant. Just thought nothing else mattered. What's on the table is what matters, and that's why you're here. There's more to it than that, and I finally have come to that realization after reading this book. Well, this book is called The Inner Game of Tennis. It's the inner game of tennis, so it is more of a tennis book, but it does apply to all competitive kind of sports. The inner game being the mental challenges and what's going on inside the mind. Here we go. I flinched, I felt it. With this book, he ends up saying a quote about how when you're doing anything competitively, the idea of winning isn't the motivating factor, right? There's more to it than that. You play the game because you enjoy the game. But he also goes on to say, your opponent isn't your enemy. Your opponent is in fact your friend. Your opponent, your friend, actually gives you obstacles. Those obstacles then help yourself develop either in your game or internally in your mind. Right now I'm solids. Solids are my goal. The obstacle is the stripes. It's not a match against the other person. It's who can get around the obstacles with the final goal of making the 8-ball. Whatever problem or beef that you have going on, it's with the table. It has nothing to do with your opponent. I guess it's just kind of opened my eyes a little bit more to, I enjoy this game because it's fun. It's exciting, it's challenging. There's always something new to learn. Sure can. Ooh, and we got a good lie. Oh, almost bumped in the 8. There we go. Ooh, came off the rail. Oh. All right, that's gonna have to be a breakout shot. Dang, biffed it. Put left spin on the cue ball, put right spin on the 14, which will hopefully shorten the angle. Let's do that. Hey, that was a pretty good shot. Use the rail to our advantage. Oh, and something else I wanted to make sure I did in this video is there is not a lot of cool radio talk or podcasts or just like chill, mellow vibes when it comes to pool. I know all the live videos I see, it feels like we're in a garage somewhere in a pool hall and the music's loud. That's kind of the idea of this video, is to start bringing more of a calm and chill vibe. I was able to find this YouTube channel. I'll put them in my description, or in the description of this video. His name is Gage, and he is the creator, if I'm not mistaken, founder of Bullseye Billiards. If not the creator and founder, he's definitely the face. Bullseye Billiards have a podcast, and it's called Cue the Experts. It just came out with their first season, and right now I think it's just a lot of popular PBIA instructors. It's a really fascinating show. I think each episode they try to run around an hour. Wow. Cue ball almost scratched. One ball went straight up instead of into the side. It is a great show. So if you guys are interested in learning like a lot of tips and tricks, personal stories and experiences, it's a really cool show. So thank you, Gage and Dave, for putting that on and making that a thing, because I really don't think there is anything else like it. And I think I'm a big podcast. I love listening to podcasts. Wow. Put more stun on that than draw. I think that was my mistake there. There we go. Man, let's go ahead and shoot a combo. 12-10 combo. Let's see here. Let's Something else I'm really looking forward to getting for future YouTube videos is a mount, but an angle that gets a bird's eye view that's really consistent. We'll put some spin on that to get it up table a little bit. Hey, that wasn't too bad for a first timer. I do understand that if I break my cue in the middle of a match, it is considered a foul. I don't know if it's even a foul. I think it's actually a forfeit. Let's put some backspin and get some shape on the 12 next. There we go. Should we go for another redemption combo? Oh no, you guys didn't see that. 5, 1, 2, 7, 3. 2. Some practice. Use the rail again and get on this side of the 12. Next shot. Oh, I was way too worried about shape. Well, 2, 3, and not in the corner. Oh, all right. Oof. So thought for sure that was gonna loop on out of there. Thank you guys so much for watching and for all the support you guys have been showing this channel lately. I do really appreciate all the support a lot. This channel has grown so much faster than I was even expecting. And like I said, big shout out to Gage and Dave and Dr. Dave as well as Timothy Galway. Be sure to check out his book, The Inner Game of Tennis. Like I said, it is more about sports psychology. And that concept has really changed the way I look at the game now. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Trent on the break. Trick shot. Oh my goodness, trick shot again. Oh no. That one does. Let's go. Trick shot.